Jeez Louise, this highly edited and well thought out content is taking way too long to make, man. I need something new, something that takes me little to no effort to make. What could that be? What could that be? Wait a minute. Power scaling. Now, if you've ever played Mario Superstar Baseball, you would know in-game there's actual stats for all the characters, and you might think that's a good way to power scale them all. Well, you would be fairly wrong. See, the stats mostly pertain to actual baseball skills such as batting, pitching, and fielding, and we're not trying to find out who's the best baseball player, but rather who is the most powerful. Also, these stats are kinda unreliable because I refuse to believe that Peach can run faster than Donkey Kong. Just no. So we have to rely on feats alone, which we'll be pulling from the game's 3-minute opening cinematic that's supposed to get you in the mood for some baseball, but it's kinda wanky. Now, before we start, I know that Mario and almost every main Mario character isn't that close to normal humans in terms of their strength. I mean, these dudes can casually jump 50 feet in the air. It's crazy, I know. But for the sake of this video, let's assume the cast of Mario Baseball is in a different universe than that of the mainline Mario series. In this universe, everyone just plays baseball 24/7, and lowballing the weakest characters are relative to real-life pro baseball players. One last thing, we're only discussing the captains of the game, aka the main characters, because if I'm being honest, the rest just seem like fodder. As the opening starts, we see Mario and Luigi throwing some baseball, pretty normal stuff, but then Bowser declares he wants to challenge everyone in baseball, and so everyone plays each other for some reason, I guess. Peach and Yoshi don't display anything crazy in their battle, again just some normal stuff. Donkey Kong shows off some seemingly impressive things, but climbing up trees is a normal activity for him, so putting things into perspective, you would assume Donkey Kong would be the most powerful baller of this universe, since, you know, he's a damn gorilla, but you would be oh so wrong. Soon after, we get a glimpse of Mario's raw power, and this is easily the biggest feat of the entire opening. As Mario is about halfway from third base to home plate, DK is inches away from catching the ball, but then Mario decides to actually try. Either Mario casually speed blitzes Donkey Kong while also flexing on him by jumping on his back, or Mario has the ability to slow down time. I'm thinking it may be the latter since we can see the entire audience pauses their clapping, but immediately resumes back after Mario blitzes Donkey Kong. While Wario may not have any speed feats, his durability is insane. He casually tanks a slam from Donkey Kong, which if we put him relative to actual grown gorillas, have an estimated punching force of 1,300 to 2,700 pounds. Just for reference, the average human skull can withstand only about 500 pounds of force before it kind of explodes, and in a few scenes later of that same ball game, we see Wario with no battle damage taken. As Waluigi is rushing to the base before Yoshi catches the ball, he tries to slide into the base while digging through the ground, meaning while running at top speed, Waluigi has enough force to slam into the ground, breaking it apart while keeping his momentum. I don't even know the math on that one, Chief. Much like his brother, Luigi has a crazy speed feat. After Donkey Kong hits the ball, it seemingly is going out of the park for a home run. The ball is roughly halfway across the outfield before Luigi even gets into the frame chasing after it. Keep in mind that an average ball hit of a real-life pro player is about 110 miles per hour, so even if we vastly lowball Donkey Kong, the grown gorilla, Luigi was fast enough to not only catch up to the ball, which had a head start, but has enough time to leap onto the field fence and leap again to catch the ball before it leaves the field's perimeter. Keep this in mind, the fastest man in the world has a speed of 27 miles per hour. One of the fastest animals in the world, the cheetah, only goes about 58 miles per hour. So Luigi is roughly twice as fast as a cheetah. Although, unlike Mario, who potentially can only go that fast through time stopping, Luigi's speed shows no signs of slowing down others around him. So this man can potentially blitz the entire cast while casually flexing. I'm not going to touch the fact that Mario can throw the ball so fast it catches fire, since that is his ability in game, so it's whatever. Okay, so starting off the no feats tier. Now this should be kind of self-explanatory. These characters are either not in the cutscene at all, like Bowser Jr., you know, he's straight up just not even in the cutscene at all, so we can't really see what he does. No feats, can't really scale him. Peach and Daisy, Earlier I said we're kind of lowballing these characters to like pro baseball players' skills, and you might think that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, that is pretty good, but compared to these other characters that we're going to get to, they're pretty fodder, so I'm just not even going to rank them really, so no feats, kind of trash. Moving on to D tier. Now these three characters, they really should be in the no feats tier as well, but I couldn't really justify myself putting them in there. You know, starting off with Bowser. Bowser, the big man Bowser, he's got, I mean, just look at Bowser. He's got some spikes, he can breathe fire. He's the one that sets the, you know, the story off in motion. He's pretty good, but he has no feats, so we can't really tell for sure. If we're going off the stats, which we really shouldn't be doing, but if we look at the stats, this boy has negative speed. That's the one thing that kind of puts me off from putting him higher, besides the no feats thing. Again, we're not really looking at the stats because they're kind of unreliable, but if that is true, then even the fodder, like the most fodder characters, can probably blitz him pretty easily. So I think D tier is fine for now. We don't really see what his full potential. Yoshi and Berto, now they also don't do anything, but they're pretty infamous for having some mouth abilities. You know, Yoshi can do some tongue things, and Berto can suck, so I think that's worth something. D tier is pretty good for them. Moving on to A tier. Now A tier, Diddy Kong. He also should be in the no feats tier, but honestly, if he's anything relative to Donkey Kong, then he should be pretty good. You know, the thing that he has going on the most is his agility. You know, he's a chimpanzee. I don't know if you guys have ever seen chimpanzees, but they're pretty agile. And again, I wouldn't believe the stats like 100%, but if we're going off even a little bit of the stats, he does have the highest speed stat in the game, which if that's true, if he is the fastest character in this game, then I don't even... He's a literal god, but I'm not putting too much on that, you know, unreliable at worst, so A tier is pretty good for him. Waluigi. Now Waluigi is the beginning of the characters that have some real meaty feats going on for them. This man dug through the ground just by running and sliding into the ground. He just uprooted the earth's crust. That's pretty crazy, but that's really the only thing he did in the cutscene, so I think A tier is pretty good for him. Okay, S tier. We are getting to the big boys now. Wario. Wario's durability, like I said earlier, is absolutely crazy. Like, he can tank pretty much anything anybody can dish out, really. You know, we haven't seen Donkey Kong at full strength, but if he can just casually tank a slam from Donkey Kong, then like, he's crazy durable. Now, this might be kind of crazy to say, but I feel like Donkey Kong might be the most well-rounded character out of anyone. At first glance, Donkey Kong, you might think, oh, he's just a powerhouse, he's kind of slow like Bowser, that's kind of his whole shtick, but if we look at the scene where Mario blitzes Donkey Kong, you know, potentially slowing down time, we don't really know for sure, but we're just gonna go with that. This man was still reacting to Mario, even while getting blitzed. So his reaction, at the very least, his reaction times are insane. It's just crazy. So Donkey Kong, really solid. You know, hardly anyone is stepping up to him, you know. S+ God tier. Now these two are the literal gods of the game. They're just above everyone else for obvious reasons. It's none other than Mario and Luigi, the Mario brothers, you know, fitting enough, I guess. These guys are just absolutely crazy. You've seen the feats, you know what they're about. Freaking Mario can stop time, supposedly, and Luigi is twice as fast as a cheetah, and that might just be lowballing. We don't even know that. So the thing that really puzzled me and gave me some trouble was, who do I put first, Luigi or Mario? And I thought about this for a long time, but the thing is, even if Mario stops time, I feel like Luigi is fast enough, he's that crazily fast, that if Mario stops time, he would still be like average normal speed of a normal person, I guess, and we don't know how fast Mario is without his time-stopping abilities, so Luigi could potentially even blitz Mario even while stopping or slowing down time. He's that crazy, he's that insane, so this is kind of up in the air, but I would say Luigi has the slight edge for me, so there you go. There's your official powerless tier guide for Mario Superstar Baseball. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. subscribe if you want some more. This is the new direction that this channel's taking. So if you love power scaling, then stick around. If not, stick around. If you have any video power scaling ideas, leave them in the comments. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, smash that tweet button, MySpace me, whatever you guys got, just share it there. If you guys are having a great day, have a good one. Bye bye.